Hello everyone and welcome back to the new episode of this channel. Today we are going to talk about a research which is based for fuel cells. So in this research we are basically going to look what they are using it and how they are evolving this chemical composition of fuel cells in the market for making it cheaper and more reliable for the customers in the automotive field. So, if you're talking about this research, first I would like to introduce you to the new article that I found out on IEEE Spectrum. So, this is the article which I found on IEEE Spectrum, which says Spinach gives fuel cells a power up. So, earlier they used to use platinum for the you can say traditional catalyst in the fuel cells, but now they are using spinach as a catalyst and they are powering up the fuel cells. So just stop this video right here, think for a minute where you use this kind of materials or spinach. You mostly use it for cooking purpose, and you must have eaten it, and you must have seen a 90s episode 90s cartoon where Popeye the Sailor Man actually used to eat this and have a bulky arm, biceps, and he can do anything he wants. So now spinach is are being used in fuel cells to power up them as it was used to power up the humans earlier. So if you're talking about the spinach, they bought it from the local market according to this Shua Zung, his team, Department of Chemistry, American University. So they are basically working on it, and they basically bought the spinach from the local market, as this article says, and they to make it a rich catalyst. And why they bought it? To make it carbon rich catalyst that can be used in fuel cells and metal air batteries. So we know that automotive industry is working on batteries, fuel cells, so they are using spinach in both fuel cells as well as metal air battery, which are in process of coming up within few cars. And you will heard about many cars that are being driven by fuel cells or metal air batteries rather than lithium ion batteries I'm talking about. So basically, they found out that high performance catalyst requires for oxygen reduction or reactions, ORRs, in a fuel cell. So they are basically used for this kind of things. And earlier they used to have platinum based catalyst. Why this is why the fuel cells are so costly, because platinum only has around 87,000 per 10 grams of a price in the market. So they are very costly, and to obtain them also is very costly process. So you can see how these things are basically adding up and summing up the price for the fuel cells. So if you're talking about this spinach, they are basically easily available in the market. You can buy it, you can grow it, eat it. You have also make smoothie out of it. You have done so many things out of spinaches, and now we are using it in the fuel cells to drive your vehicle. So it's a new concept, it's a new technology. That's what I want to discuss with you all, guys. So if you want to learn about this thing in detail in technical aspects, there are two research papers that I have found out on the internet. The first one is the hierarchical porous active carbon produced from spinach leaves as an electrode material for an electric double layer capacitors. So in this they are basically using spinach to generate, you can say, electrode material for an electric double layer capacitors, and they have used it. They have found a very good, you can say, cycle, and they have basically done it on the research or a lab based level. They haven't produced it on the, you can say, real driving conditions, but they are collaborating with different capacitor makers and battery makers as well as fuel cells makers to come up with this new material in the fuel cells, batteries, and capacitors. So this is first paper that you can download from the internet. I will leave the link of this paper in the description. You can get it from there. And second paper which we are talking about in the detail is from this. This is the bio-inspired spinach leaves based metal. It's gold and zinc nanocomposite as an photocatalyst. So this is the whole paper that it's basically we are discussing in this article. So you can find all the papers, all the details about this also in the description. You can find it and you can read it. You will get a better good knowledge about this whole process. So they are basically using spinach to they how now I will talk about how they are basically doing it and what is the process behind creating this nano sheet material. So it's same as what we used in creating a smoothie. First grind it, put it on a paper, leave it for drying, and after drying put the powder. As we put table salt, they are putting it with the sodium chloride and potassium chloride. After that, they put it on for freezing, and they put it on a nano sheet, are produced from spinach melanine salt composite by sorry pyrolyzing, at a 900 degrees Celsius a couple of times. So this basically creates a nano sheet, and now they are using it into the fuel cells to work as an catalyst to power up the fuel cells. So if you talk about this whole sheet of paper, or what is the research is basically all about, you will find out that they have only done it on the research level, or you can say on a lab level, where the conditions are very controlled. You do not have any uncertainty. You control all the environment, all the aspects, and there they found out a very good result regarding this new research, if you're talking about. And the further things that they are going to cover up in the new, you can say, article, or if we can say about this whole process, they are basically collaborating with other fuel cells manufacturers to better understand this spinach properties while we are on the real roads, real driving condition, because we have uncertainty in this type of conditions. So they are powering up, they are moving it forward with this new research. So I hope they basically came up with the new research very soon, and we can have a breakthrough in the fuel cell industry, because I think fuel cells are the future rather than lithium ion batteries, or rather than lithium electric batteries, because lithium are going to end up soon. We have a limited resource, whether fuel cells are mostly driven by hydrogens, or you can say hydrogen fuel cells. So if somehow we got a breakthrough in this spinach catalyst, we will have a great breakout in the fuel cells, and we can soon see a cheaper fuel cell vehicle in the market or around the globe, running on the roads. So what are your points about this new thoughts, and what are your thoughts on this new kind of concept, where I'll be discussing about the new things what are going in the automotive sector, such in such a way where we can discuss about new reports, new research paper, and all. So do you like if you like this video, feel free to share it with your friends, family, and leave your feedback about this video in the comment section. Till then, be safe, and take care of yourself. Have a nice day. Thank you for watching this video.